When it comes to money, some may master it, but I guess most of us are still chasing it. You may have wondered, wouldn't it be awesome to have more money? So I could finally do the things I've always wanted to do, but just don't know how to make that happen. If that's you, you've got to check out this book, A Dog Called Money. It offers simple, practical tips on earning and managing money that you can actually use. Perfect for beginners, both adults and kids. Actually, the book was originally written for children, but after it was published, the author received thousands of thank you letters from adults, thanking the book for helping them start their money journey. Now, instead of going through the whole story, how a 12-year-old girl, Kira, goes from barely being able to afford a CD to becoming a little business owner, we will focus on the guide that helped her make that change. Step 1. Set clear goals. List 10 reasons why you want to get rich, then pick the top 3 that you want most to be your goals. This is about figuring out what you truly want. Don't just say, I want $1 million. Be specific. Try something like, I want to buy my own apartment, or I want to take a trip to Europe. These are clear goals, and once you have them, you'll know how rich you need to be. Maybe not as rich as you thought to achieve your goals. Step 2. Find your niche. Finding the right niche that works for you to make money is like finding a shortcut to your goals. When you pick something that fits you, everything feels easier. Here's how to find your niche. First, solve problems for others. When you can solve problems for others, they'll be willing to pay you, whether in a job or a business. So, if you want to make money, start by figuring out how you can help others with their needs. If parents are super busy, you can offer childcare services. If someone wants to learn how to swim, you can teach them. And if someone wants a milkshake every day, you can sell them a blender. Second, follow your passion. To be honest, work can be annoying, right? But when you enjoy it, it's easier to stick with it, even when it gets tough. Kira, the girl in the book, loved dogs, so she started walking them for others. This was her way of combining her passion with solving a problem for others. If you love cooking, maybe start a food blog or offer catering services. Or if guitar is your thing, you could teach lessons. Passion makes it easier to keep going. Third, leverage your strengths. Unlike the previous point, this one is about reaching your goals faster by focusing on areas you're already familiar with. Let's take the same cooking and guitar examples, but look from a different angle. Saying you love both cooking and guitar, but you're only familiar with cooking, then choose cooking as your niche, because you don't need to start from scratch. Guitar, on the other hand, would take time to pick up. Step 3. Stay consistent. You know the deal, you've got everything ready to go, and then something else comes up. Maybe you find yourself scrolling through social media, or suddenly you feel like must go do laundry right now. There are always things that seem more attractive to distract you, or the task ahead feels so big and intimidating. But take it easy, don't overthink it. You don't need to do everything perfectly at once. Just start doing it. Once you start, you'll realize it's not as hard as you thought. The key is to find a way to help yourself take action when you feel like you can't start or keep going. So, how to do that? First, you can use mind power. Don't underestimate mind power. Multiple studies have proven this. In a well-known study by Dr. Rosenthal from Harvard and Dr. Jacobson, teachers were told that certain students had higher potential. 8 months later, those students actually showed significant improvement compared to others, even though they had been randomly chosen. This shows that what we tell ourselves truly matters. So why not use mind power to help you reach your goals? Here are some methods to try. Review your goals. Write them down and check in with them daily. This helps remind you of what you truly want and keeps you focused. Make a dream album. Collect pictures or videos that represent your goals. Either a physical notebook or a digital one will do. Look through it daily and imagine the joy of achieving them. This keeps you motivated by making you feel the excitement of success, and visuals make it even stronger. For example, when you think of California, you don't just see the word, you picture the Hollywood sign, sunny beaches, or the Golden Gate Bridge. Seeing your dreams makes them feel closer and keeps you inspired to move forward. Success journal. Write down things you did well every day, even if it's small. This helps build confidence. When facing challenges or self-doubt, looking back at your success journal will remind you of your progress and abilities. These methods can help you stay focused on your goals and also provide the motivation needed. Second, 72-hour rule. When you decide to do something about your goals, you should take action within 72 hours. That's when your motivation is strongest. If you wait too long, that energy fades, and the chances of actually doing it drop fast. It's like when you just watched an inspiring fitness video and thought, I'm going to start working out, but if you don't take action soon enough, that motivation fades, and suddenly Netflix sounds way better. This rule also helps you avoid putting things off. When you commit to taking action within 72 hours, you shift from waiting for the perfect time to making it happen. Of course, this doesn't mean rushing into things without thinking. Before you do anything, make sure it actually helps reach your goal. Third, build a habit. Just start by spending 10 minutes around the same time every day on your goals. Sounds not scary, right? Make it part of your routine, like eat dinner, work on your goals, shower, watch YouTube, and sleep. Eventually, you'll feel odd if you skip it. And honestly, how easy it'll be to keep going when you feel weird about not doing it. Don't underestimate those 10 minutes. They ensure you're making progress every day. Once 10 minutes becomes a habit, you might even start thinking, hey, that's already 10 minutes? I didn't even notice. I'll keep going a bit longer. Step 4. Make money work for you. This is your income and this is your expense. This is living paycheck to paycheck, this is having savings, and this is having investments. The goal is simple. Set things up so your money keeps growing even while you're on vacation. Not just working for money, it works for you. Sounds good, right? To do this, the first thing is to set a budget that fits your investing needs. The money you invest is like the goose that lays golden eggs, and the profits are the golden eggs. As the saying goes, don't kill the goose that lays golden eggs, meaning once you invest, try not to use that money, or it won't be able to generate returns anymore. So, the money you invest shouldn't affect your daily expenses, like food, rent, medical insurance, and emergency funds. And if your goals involve spending money, like a trip or a new phone, set aside some money for them too. After that, take a part of the remaining money that you can afford to lose and invest that. Remember, investing comes with risks and no guarantee to earn. You should always remember this. Choose investments that match your risk tolerance. Generally, stocks are riskier than funds, and funds tend to carry more risk than bank deposits. If you're not sure what stocks and funds are, think of it this way. Buying a stock is like owning a small part of a company. Its value goes up or down based on the company's performance. Big success, big gains, bad news, big drops. Buying a fund is like owning a mix of different stocks. Instead of betting on one company, a fund helps spread the risk. If one stock goes up or down, it's only a small part of the fund, so it's less risky than individual stocks. If you don't know where to start, a good option is large-scale, reliable investments like index funds such as the S&P 500. It tracks 500 of the largest publicly traded companies. Because of its broad selection, it's often seen as a key indicator of the overall stock market's performance. Warren Buffett once made a 10-year bet of $1 million in 2007, claiming that an S&P 500 index fund would outperform hedge funds. After 10 years, Buffett won. You can take inspiration from this strategy, but keep in mind that it requires long-term investment and patience. There is still a risk-free way to practice. Start with a simulation account. Think of it like a game where you invest with virtual money. No real profit, but also no risk. It's a great way to get familiar with the market. Once confidence is built, you can start investing your own money. And one other thing. Keep your expenses in check. Let's face it, if you're always overspending, you'll never have money to invest or for other things. Remember, think before spending. Before buying something or taking a loan, ask yourself, do I really need this? Like when you spot that perfect jacket, but you already have a similar one at home. And careful when using credit cards. It's easy to spend more than you actually own. And don't overcommit when setting up installment payments. Make sure they don't affect your daily expenses and leave room for unexpected costs, like when you suddenly get the flu. Otherwise, you might find yourself borrowing more just to cover the old debts. And before you know it, your debt piles up faster than you can keep track. Well, that's the whole thing. Give it a try, and if things ever get tricky, just come back to these tips. You got this.